摊底是零啊。嗯，你进不去，你定了好久，因为为什么我刚才看到我的那边单底还是零呢？Okay, I see two attendees right now. Okay, three attendees right now. Three. Oh, you can't hear me? Hello, hello. How about right now? Okay, great. So shall we start right now? Okay, great. Let's start. Hi, everyone. Yeah, welcome to our Yeeflow webinar on automating document generation. I'm Ranger, and I will be your host today. I'm glad to have you join us as we explore how Yeeflow document generation action can help you on the document processing, make it easier. Uh, as we all say that in many of organizations, document creation is manually time-consuming process prone to human error. Imagine having to fill in forms repeatedly, maybe and copy paste the data from one system to maybe another, or manually adjust the documents every time when a new client or order comes in. Okay, for example, let's say consider a scenario where a sales team needs to generate personalized proposals for dozens of clients. Okay, manually creating each of the proposal not only slow down the process, but maybe also increase the risk of mistake. Or let's think about HR departments. Okay, that needs to produce maybe employment contracts or let's say offer letters for new hires. Okay, errors in those documents maybe can lead to compliance issues and extra work creating them. Okay, so that's why that we have eFlow document generation function. With this action, we have the new action in the workflow designer. With this action, it's designed to address those challenges by automating the creation of documents by using pre-built Word templates that can ensure that for the information accuracy and significant save for time saving. Okay, so I'm so excited to also include my colleague E, who will be the co-hosting with me today. E brings deep insights on creating Word templates, which is one of the key elements to make this automation work seamlessly. Okay, so yeah, E, will you say something to everybody? Actually, E is not in join the meeting right now, right? Let's check. You cannot join. Okay, maybe give her a little bit time to I have some time to join. All right. Okay. Okay. So yes, today's session will be around, let's say, 30 minutes. Yeah, here is, let's say, our agenda for today. So I actually will begin by introducing the document generation action and the demo where to find and how to use it in our let's workflow designer, okay, inside Yeeflow. And I will then hand over to E, who will walk us through the process of creating an effective Word template file. Okay, finally, I will come back to demonstrate how to integrate those templates into a workflow to auto-generate documents. Okay, then we will wrap up with a brief Q&A session at the end. So please note down any questions you have along with the way. All right. So with that said, firstly, let's check. All right. Let's start with the document generate action itself. This feature actually is designed to automate the creation for documents. I will now share my screen to show you where to find this action in our workflow designer. Okay. Yeah, this one. All right. So, okay. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, E is joined. Hi, E. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, great. Great. Okay. Yeah, so here is the screen for the eFlow if you log in. This is my demo site. I have prepared an application which is called Sales Agreement Automation. This one. Okay. Yeah, let me open the Q&A part. Okay, great. So I have this form. It's actually used for the sales team, which is called the Sales Agreement Approval form. We have created with the eFlow approval form component. So let's go edit the edit in designer button to open the designer. Okay. So here we have the form designer and we have the workflow inside. Okay, let's make it a little bigger. All right, so this is a form. So this is actually a basic form for the sales team to fill in. Let's do the preview model. So basically what you can do is for sales team, they can submit a sales agreement, the request. So they can choose for request type and agreement type. So we have different of maybe for each of the organization, you have different type of agreements, right? So you can choose one, and we have the contract duration from the effective date to maybe the ending date of the contract. And here we have a logic, which called use standard template. So we have create a dynamic display role. Say if you click yes, it will using a predefined template. This is where we will show in this session. And absolutely, we also giving users the option, say maybe they can choose no. Then we will show this agreement document upload part where the user can manually upload the contracts. Okay. All right. So beside that, we have the legal entity where you can choose. And if you have multiple legal entity, you can choose from the drop down, and system will automatically getting the validity information shows here, and we also have the customer. If you want to sign a contract with a customer, you can choose from the list, okay? And then we also can get the basic information for the clients, okay? And besides, we have a sublist. You have multiple items where you can put, let's say, different products in SKU number, pricing, quantity, and we will calculate the amount. Okay, so last part is about, let's say, the payment schedule. If you have maybe multiple pay, you can have a different stage and the percentage and the amount and so on. Okay, you also can you can create support for multiple currency if you choose the currency type, and the behind you can create a data list for the exchange rate, right? So it can automatically calculate the price for different of the currency. Okay, great. This is a basic form, and there are a couple of other information. So basically, we have a workflow. Okay, so once a sales team member submitted a form, then it will have a approval. Okay, basically, if it's for manually upload the contract, once they upload the contract, it will have the approval process, okay, for each of the step. All right. However, we have a new feature here. We call the generate documents. Okay, this one. Let me put at the bottom here. All right, so this one. Okay, the generate document action will actually getting the information from the form. Let's say if the sales team, they fill in the form for all the information, and once it's been approved, we will, automatically fill in those data on the Word template that generates the final, agreement, okay, with the template itself. It's very easy to use. So if you drag generate document action here from the right side for the setting panel, you can see we have, the generate type. Okay, so basically we can support for generate documents by using the original file type, and maybe also if you want, you can convert it to a PDF. All right, then next part is about we call document templates. So from here you can choose a template from a document library inside the Yeeflow. Okay, so you can choose from the application and the data source. Okay, so this one, you can only select a document library which is inside in the application. Okay, and then after that, if you already created a template, you can select that file from here. Okay, you can, if you open the path, we can select the template. Okay, and then you can mapping the fields together between the fields on the document template and also the field on the form. Okay, so I will show that later on, but firstly, to do so, you need to having a template created, okay, with Word. Okay, so this can be used, let's say, at any stage if you want. But basically, what we can do is most of our time, we getting the approval from each of process, and after that, we mostly to end that at after the request is being approved. So we can drag here and then go next. So once it's been approved, we will generate a document based on the template. Okay, so this is for most of the paths. All right. So yeah, that's covered our very quick overview and show a quick demo about how to ending the document generation action. So now I'd like to hand things over to Yi, who will walk us through the process of creating an effective Word template for this section. Okay, so the stage is yours right now.
Okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Ranger,
yeah.
you should give me the screenshot.
You don't have? Reply to
Yeah,
my
I don't have
email?
that permission.
Okay, yeah, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, it's yours. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we first need to create a template for the automate document action, and the first step is go to the file and find the option, and here you can find the customized ribbon, and in the right side you can find the developer mode, and please make sure to select that, and then when you select that, click OK, and in the navigation menu, you can see the developer mode is here right now.
Oh,
and
okay.
then the next
So
step
by
is
the way,
to
okay. So by the way, I need to mention that as I remember that this one can only be created with the Windows the operation system.
Word.
Okay, it's not for Mac. I'm actually currently using Mac, but I cannot create a template by myself with my Mac laptop. This is only for Windows. If you are using Windows, you can if you have the Word installed, you should find this option, and you can create. You can only create the template. As I know, you can only create the template in the Word on Windows. Yeah, just some information to share. Yeah, go ahead.
Information. Yeah, and then we can find there have some fields need to fill in when we do the automation generate process, and you can select this part. Like I will just do a quick demonstration, so I may not to do all of the field. So let's try to hear the cell. And first you can select this part, and then find the text control here, and then on the property, give it a tag, a title and a tag, which it will use for the system to define when the next step, like the bidding all the field together, you will use this as the name to bind it together. And then this is just a text field, and maybe we will have some table on the on the document. So the first step is we need to create a table, and this part I may need to insert one row below. Okay, so here you need to
So this
select
is just a
the
normal
whole table,
right?
And yeah, it's a normal table.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the table which have the name on, like the row name.
Okay.
And then you need to find the table properties, and then navigate to here and give it a title is same as the previous one, which is for the later on bidding process. Okay, and then the table is a repeat row, so we need to select this row and make it a repeat.
Repeat.
Yeah. For the
okay.
better for the better see the design process, you can select the design mode, which you can see here. Oh, we have too many rows, so maybe we need to delete that.
So we only need to keep one row for the template, right?
For the template, because
Okay.
it's a repeat row, so if you
Okay.
have more information, it will be added by itself.
So each row is similar like an item For example, if we have a sublist on the form, each item will be for each row on this template, right? It's kind of a repeating.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah. And then same for above, you need to give because we see like it's an item name, so we maybe also create a text here and give it an item name.
So you just drag a new label control. All right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Same as
The pin text. Okay.
same as this one. Yeah. And I'll do just two for the demonstration here, and then we also have the table which may do not contain the name, like here for the payment schedule. You may just need to like have the stage, and you don't need to lay down everything. So the same for above, you need to first insert a table which will be like 1+1, yeah, and then you will need to make the table have no boundary. Yeah, and same for the above. You need to give it a name. Like here, this will be called the payment. And then we're back to the developer here, and we need to select this part, like this part, which will be the input information. And the same as above, we will give it a name, a tag. Okay. Okay, so this will be recognized by the system. This is a table, and it have a tag here called stage, and you can also do like the due date and so on. Also, if you need, you can also put like the picture control. If you have anything like the logo need to put down. Uh, from this template, we don't need that, but you can do that if you need, like for several contract, you need to have the logo on the top right or something. We can
Okay.
just insert one. Here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and you can just drag it to the design place. And then it will be basically the way to like create a Word template for the Excel for the Yeeflow to recognize all the related variable. In the next step, you need to save it, and then upload to the Yeeflow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So upload to the
Can you
I got that. So that will be upload to the document library, right?
what?
Okay.
My network is kind of crash right now, so it's very slow.
It's okay. I can handle work here. So let me do this. Yeah. So basically,
Yeah,
this is
okay,
the
I'll
only
stop
way to
my
use the
screen.
template, right? So this is the only way to use the template. So we need to having the template to be saved to eFlow document library first, right? Hey, hello.
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay,
Hi.
okay, cool. So yeah, I can having let's say the next part to check how to use this one. So thanks E for the demonstration. Okay, now let's return to our workflow designer to see how we can integrate this template with the document generation action. Let me take this one to, yeah, reclaim the host. Yeah, let me share my screen again. All right, so yeah, so to use a template, okay, actually, we mentioned about the term library. So what you can do is this is the form here. Yeah, what can you can do once you create the template, you can from your application in Yeeflow, you can create a document library and upload the template to the document library. Then you can later on to you select this file from the workflow designer. Okay. All right. So also from okay, this one. Okay, so basically this one is where I created for the created contract template document library. So we already have a couple of the templates here. So this one is similar the one for the demonstration by E. So we can let's check if we can see some information from inside. Okay, so basically this is a template. We actually can say, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so basically we can have the effect date and any date. So if you remember that we have let's see, I don't. Oh, okay. So can you guys see my screen for which one it is right now? Can you see the workflow designer?
Yes, we can do that.
Oh, okay, good, good. Okay, so let's let me switch back to the document library, document templates. So this is where you can drag those controls to your template. And I already have those part of the information. So basically what we can do is from the form. So if you remember that we have the contract duration, right? So we have the effective date and date. So we want to map into the template with this one effective date and date, and we have parties. So we have seller and the buyer. Okay, so the seller is the legal entity we selected, and the buyer is the client. Okay, the customer and their contract and their information. And we also having the table. Okay, so it can if you remember, it's called repeating table, where you can put that inside in a table in Word template. So we're mapping each of the part with this one. Okay, so we have a product and service detail. We want to mapping those fields with the template itself. Okay, so let me show you how we can use this one. So basically, we have the generate document in the document library already. Okay, next step is we can go, yeah, we have the contract templates document library, and we can choose this one as the template. You can just click and click OK. All right. So as we already have those kind of dynamic content, the labels, all right, inside in the template. So what we can do is from the next part, you can see the set variable. Okay, click the settings button. All right, so you can say from the left of the table, the first column actually will list all the fields we added to the Word template. So effective date and date, any of the control, the dynamic control you added to the template will be recognized from Yeeflow and we will show for the first column here, okay? So if we want to mapping the information from the form to the document, so we can choose any of the fields by click the checkbox, okay? Then from the value column, you can say a drop down where you can see all the variables inside in the workflow. So for example, we have a field called the effective date. Let me check. Effective, where is it? Okay, maybe we can type in here. Effective date. Okay, that is one. Let me check. Okay, so we have the contract duration. Okay, yeah, it's different. So we call contract start on our form. Okay, the variable. Okay, let's get back here. So from settings, try again. Okay, let's say, yeah, this is the contract start. And this one is contract end. Oh, this one, contract end. Okay, and we also have the seller information, which is, if I remember, it will be the legal entity, okay, and so on. So you can map each of the fields. What I want to say is one of the specific part, which is the table. Okay, so we have a sublist. We have two sublists actually. We have one for the service detail. Another one is for the payment terms. Okay, so we also have two tables, two repeating table in the Word template, if you remember. Okay, so let's say this one is from the Word template. We call product and service detail, which is a table. Okay, we choose this one, and then it's kind of different. Okay, so we have a drop down in the value field, value column, and also we have the button called the select fields. So what we can do is we first mapping with a sublist, and then choose the fields inside in the sublist to mapping with the table columns. Okay, this is what we need to do. Okay, so go here, select the product and service detail, this sublist, and then click select fields. And then we have item, description. Okay, we can choose item name and description. Those are the value column is the field on the sublist. The left control, content control is inside in the repeating table in Word template. Okay, let's see what we have right now. Orders. Okay, yeah, SKU, quantity, and let's see, do we have the unit price part? Pricing, quantity. Yeah, this should be the unit price. This one is for the amount. Okay, cool. Yeah, there you can configure the rest of part similarly. So let I've already mapped some of the field. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's click OK. Then yeah, just publish. It's let me check. Okay, yeah. Oh, remember that once you configure this one, need remember to save the generated document to a variable. So what we have right now is we have this one. This one is for agreement document. This one, a standard agreement document. So we use this one. So once the document has been generated, we save that to this attachment fields. Okay. So yeah, we select the output, save output file to standard agreement template, agreement document. Okay, let's go try this one. Okay. Yeah, let's try have a very simple template with new agreement and standard sales. Let's say the effective maybe 18 and yeah, let's try another month. Maybe for April, the last day. Yeah. We use the predefined, we will add some logic later on, but we can follow the step here. So this is a legal entity. And also we have the customer. Yeah, we choose this one. And we can add item A with description, give a number, let's say maybe this one, and pricing, maybe 300 and two quantity. So totally is 600. Let's try what else we need to check. Yeah, so for the rest, let's say, yeah, doesn't matter because we did not put too much information here. So what we need to do is typing about the table and also the effective end date. All right, so let's just submit. Oh, this is required. So maybe just put some information here. And this one, 100. And yeah, just yeah, maybe no. Okay, submit. All right, let's try check about the results here. Okay, we need to have a couple of the agreement, the approval. Yeah, process. Okay, yeah, approve. So the first one is the department manager approval. And then give next one. Let's try this one. Because all are myself, so it will be very quick. All right. So I remember we have a 3 stage, okay, for the approval. So yeah, final review. This one is the final one. Okay. Hang on there. All right. Yeah. So it should be done. Okay. Let's check about the flow status. It's still in progress. So the last one general document is still running. Give it maybe a couple of seconds. Let's do some refresh. Yeah, so if you can say this is the agreement attachment, this one is actually generated from the template. Let's have a check. Okay, great. So this one, effective date, yeah, if you remember, it's correct. This one correct. The seller, which is a legal entity, is incorrect. What we want is, let's say, the name of the legal entity, right? But we just choose about the lookup field. So lookup field is only for the ID, unique ID. So if you really want to use the the display field, you need to have another field to save the value here. Okay. But anyway, this is a value for the legal entity. And this one, yeah, so this is repeating table. I just have had a one item. Okay, so this is item A and with the price. But yeah, we probably can try for multiple items. But believe me, it will have multiple items in the sublist here. Okay, so for the rest, yeah, it will be the same thing. So yeah, we got pretty much the information that we want with a template. So later on, if you want, you can using this template to add some logic. Let's say for the workflow adding a condition, when using a template, go this way, called the generated document action. If using maybe the customer agreement document from this option, you can have another flow branch. Okay. Yeah. So this is how it works. We use the generic documents to generate a sales contract, the workflow, but you can, if you're using the generate document action in your workflow for any other purpose, let's say I mentioned about the procurement for create a quotation or create a, let's say, the order form, and also for HR, maybe you can having the contract with the employee, or maybe even the certification for the maybe some of the validation for the work experience and so on. You can any of the standard documents you have in offline, you can use the this general documents to make it automatically to manage the process. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's the information for today's webinar. To quickly recap today's session. All right, so we introduced a document generation action and demonstrated its setup within the workflow designer. And he showed us about how to create a Word template that serve as the the backend for the automatic document generation. And finally, we integrate the template into the workflow to automate the generate document with dynamic data. Okay, this process can save your time and help you manage consistency across your documents. All right, okay. Now I'd like to open the floor for any questions. Please use the Q&A function or drop your questions in the chat box. All right, so yeah, thanks, Chloe. How much cost to save with the documents feature? The only cost you need to pay is about the timing. You need to study. Yeah, hopefully for this session, we can save your time. And if you're already using Yeeflow, the general document action is already included in your subscription. You do not need to pay for other any. There's no additional charge. Okay. Okay, so for Sarah, in what scenario can automate document generation improve business effect? It depends. It depends on I don't know. Your maybe if you are from IT team, maybe you can having your, let's say, assets. Okay, if you have IT assets, you can have some of the contract with your suppliers, and then this can be standardized with a template. If you're from an HR team, there are lots. There's a contract offers and some certifications, which maybe you need to provide to employee. And for sales or marketing team, the contract with, let's say, maybe the customer. For procurement, maybe you can standardize the supplier management for the supplier contract and so on. So there's lots of scenarios. Okay, you can check what kind of the documentation you have from your team members still doing that manually, and you want them to be automatically, and also you want to have an internal workflow to control about the process. Then you can use this action as needed. All right. Okay. Okay, great. So thank you all for joining us today and for your insights, questions. Okay, a special thanks to Yi for co-hosting and shared her experience. We hope that you found this session informative and that you are excited to leverage Yeeflow's automation capability in your own workflow. Okay, have a great day and goodbye.